Welcome back. This is lesson 7.2. Journal, we are evaluating expressions with exponents. I will be able to evaluate expressions by correctly following the order of operations. Okay, we're going to discuss some new vocabulary for this lesson, so you need to pull out page 96, the chapter 7 vocabulary page. We're going to be filling out a couple things on there. Exponent, we've already talked about. That's when we have a base number being multiplied by itself multiple times. Evaluate means to find the value of something. We're going to talk about expressions and order of operations, so that we will write on this page. Alright, an expression are numbers, variables, and operations placed together to represent the value of a real-life situation. Okay, a numerical expression is an expression that only uses numbers and operations. So we're not dealing with variables just yet. Okay, here's an example. If I have this statement, I had 6 apples and I ate 2 of them. The expression would be, so you're just turning this into math language. 6 minus 2 is the expression. Here's the statement in real life. Here's the mathematical expression of what happened. Okay, order of operations. Is the order, it's the rules that state which operations must be done first in an expression. Okay, I want you to remember the order of operations. You might have learned PEMDAS. I'm changing it just a little bit because of some of the mistakes that makes. I want you to remember GEMMA. Okay, first one, G stands for grouping symbols. Okay, those could be parentheses, they could be brackets, it can be braces, but they all mean the same thing. It means this group goes together. Okay, E, exponents. M, multiplicative. Takes a little bit to say out loud. Multiplicative. Okay, multiplicative, that means anything that's of the multiplying fact families. So that would be multiplying and dividing. But it has to be left to right. It's whatever comes first. Neither one is more powerful than the other. So you're just going to take care of whatever comes up left to right that's of the multiplicative family. Okay? That would be the same here, except for this is the additive family. So that means you'll be doing adding or subtracting, same thing, left to right. Alright, so with that, go back to the other page. Okay, order of operations, battle plan, Operation GEMMA. One at a time. So, you're in a battle against these expressions. Hit them where it counts first. So first, take out the most powerful first. That would be your grouping symbols. Take out the grouping symbols. Now, inside the grouping symbols, it still follows the order of operations. So whatever is inside there, you still have to follow these. So the next most powerful would be your exponents. Think about it. What is more powerful? Multiplying something over and over and over again, or adding something over and over again? That's why exponents are more powerful than the next one. So multiplicative okay, remember that multiplicative means multiply or divide left to right. It's whoever comes first. Okay, and then we finish with the least powerful at the end, which would be our additive. These don't do much in terms of changing the numbers fast. So these are the least powerful, the additive ones, which means adding or subtracting, but whatever comes left to right. Alright, so try out this battle plan on each of the following and evaluate the expressions. Okay, up here, one at a time. The biggest mistake I see with students is they try to take out multiple things at once and it messes up what you do. So if you just take care of one item at a time, it first doesn't seem so big and ugly. Second of all, you're less likely to make a mistake. Third of all, you can go back and figure out where you did make a mistake if you did. So, battle plan, grouping symbols first. I would like you to underline it and realize that's the only thing you're going to change. So, I'm changing 7 minus 4. Everything else I'm not changing. So 7 minus 4 inside the grouping symbols gives me 3. Now I'm going to bring out everything that didn't change. So see these parentheses? That tells me I'm raising whatever was in there to the second power. So that's why I'm still writing 3 to the second power. Bring down everything we haven't changed. Notice I am just rewriting what was already there. Yes, it takes a lot of paper space. It will take you an extra 30 seconds, but I promise if you'll do it one step at a time, you are far more likely to get it right the first time. Alright, we've done all of our grouping symbols. So E, exponents. We do have an exponent here. If you don't have it, you move to the next thing, but check for it first. Exponents. So I'm going to do 3 to the second power. That means 3 times 3, which gives me 9. I changed only that item. I'm bringing down everything else that I haven't changed. Okay, next, multiplicative. So I'm looking for multiplying or dividing left to right. So I have this multiplication first. So I'm going to do that. 5 times 8 gives me 40. One change, bring down everything you haven't changed. Multiplicative, I have nothing else that is multiplying or dividing left to right, so I'm now going to move to the last step, additive. So left to right, the minusing comes first, I do it first. 40 subtract 9 gives me 31. Plus 1, just bring down everything I haven't changed, and this is the last one. 31 plus 1 gives me 32. So the value of this ugly expression is worth 32. That's the whole point of using the order of operations. Alright, let's try this next one. We have braces, brackets, and parentheses. So, because of that, I'm looking for grouping symbols. This group has a group inside, so I have to do the group inside before I can do this group, because order of operations repeats itself inside each one. So this is the innermost. I'm going to take care of it and only it first. 1 plus 3 is 4. Bring down everything else that hasn't changed. What was in the parentheses was raised to the second power. Now something that you might not realize, when there is a number right next to a parentheses like this, it means multiply. So it was 3 times everything in here. We found out that that was 4. I'm going to have to write times 3 right there. Now, we did not take care of these braces because they're not done yet. We're not done with everything inside of those. We just did inside the parentheses. So see how I'm changing one thing and just bringing down everything else? One change at a time. Just one change at a time, and then it doesn't get so confusing. So next thing, I still have grouping symbols. So inside those grouping symbols, I have an exponent and I have a multiply. That means I'm going to take care of exponents first because they're more powerful. So 4 to the second power is 16. Bring down everything I haven't changed. I still have the braces because I haven't finished everything inside of them. Bring down the rest. One change at a time. Now this is the last thing inside of these braces, so I will be done after I do 3 times 16. 3 times 16 is 48. Bring down everything I haven't changed. Now I got rid of the braces because there's nothing else inside of them I need to take care of. Just like I got rid of the parentheses here because that was all that was inside. Now I've done everything that's inside. I don't need them anymore. Now multiplicative, so multiply or divide left to right. I have a division first, so I'm going to do it. 48 divided by 48 gives me 1. Bring down everything we haven't changed, and 1 minus 1 gives me 0. One change at a time, and you're far more likely to do it correctly. Yes, it takes a little bit more time, but I can go back and see where I messed up. Sometimes we might not get the right answer, and then we go back and we realize, oh, we forgot, we multiplied this wrong or something. Okay? If you can show every step, it helps you and me when I'm helping teach you or helping you see what you did incorrectly. It helps us to both make sure you got the right answer. Alright, this one, order of operations, says I need to do inside grouping symbols first. And remember, if you don't have something, you just skip to the next one. But we have grouping symbols, so I'm going to do this first. 5.2 minus 3.2, that is going to give me 2 even. Bring down everything we haven't changed. Okay, next, exponents. I do have exponents, so I'm going to do that next. 1.2 times itself 3 times. Well, I don't know what that is in my head, so I'm going to do 1.2 times 1.2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 0 placeholder. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add it up. 4, 2, 4, 1, and 1. 2 places behind the decimal. But I still need to times that by 1.2. So there's my third time. So you have 1, 2, 3. 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 1 is 2, 0 placeholder. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 4 is 4, and 1 times 1 is 1. Add it up, 8, 12, regroup 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, and 1, and then we have 1, 2, 3 places behind this decimal. So this is simplified to 1, 7 to 8 thousandths plus 6.4 divided by 2. Order of operations, I'm going to do my division before my adding because it's more powerful. So 6.4 divided by 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Minus 6 gives me 0. Bring down the 4. Decimal point. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Leaves me with 0. So 3.2 is what I get here. Now, all I have left is to add these together. So I'm going to add them together, but it's easier for me to do it if I line up the decimals. I just want to show you that it doesn't matter if it's decimal or fraction. Order of operations works the same way. So 8 plus 0 is 8, 2 plus 0 is 2, 7 plus 2 is 9, point, and 4. So this all simplifies to become 4.928. Okay, one thing I want you to realize, if you just type it in a calculator, so if I just type this in plus this, divide by this, your calculator just does one thing at a time. It does not do order of operations. So you have to be smarter than the calculator. You have to know what order to put things in, or you're going to get it incorrect. And don't say, but I put it in the calculator and that's what I got. What your calculator will read is it will do this first, then it will do this, and then it will do this. You have to be smarter and know the order of operations. Alright, take a rate yourselves 0 to 4. How do you feel about this? Take a picture and turn it in Google Classroom.